Hello. I'm really tired, and I forgot to print anything off, which isn't normally a problem because I've got this crazy, insane, Rain Man-like autistic ability to remember not just my own but everybody else's poems as well. But yeah, tonight I'm a bit worried that might let me down on account of the fact that on the drive here I nearly killed about 7 different people. I'm going to attempt, because I haven't got a plan, to read from memory, from the invisible notebook inside my head, my most recent creations in reverse chronological order until I kind of get pulled off or like can't remember anymore, which could happen quite quickly. Okay, so I've got 2 brand new ones which have not been performed before. So most recent one goes like this. Don't say sorry if you mean goodbye. Your leaving is my sorrow, and my forgiveness is a bond that rests upon tomorrows. Don't say sorry if you mean goodbye. You make a lie of both sweet meaning truths, and of these gifts so tender meant in sentiment, I'm adamant I must refuse. Don't say sorry if you mean goodbye. I granted you the resolution you denied. You stole my absolution and abused it to forget me. Then you choose to say you love me when you in truth should better say that you regret you met me. Don't say sorry if you mean goodbye, apologising for your cowardice leading us to some confusing ends. Perhaps someday you'll find me to apologise for barefaced lies, leading me in the pretence we ever would be friends. That's called Would Be Friends. Yeah, it's personal. Personal poetry. And rhyming. Very unpopular combination, but there it is. So the next one, I wrote before that, a few weeks before, is sort of, it sounds like it's a sort of courtly love poem. That's courtly love, not Courtney love. We just talked about this. It's one of those joke names, isn't it? Like In Jewelry or Sid Vicious or something. Anyway, yeah, it's not. It's just archaic. It's actually about, like, if you can imagine, like a world run by tribes of like wild Amazon women, where the men in their society are there at their fucking sufferance and they do what they're bloody well told, which I think would be a much better society, incidentally, than the kind of patriarchal one where we're all carved up into separate, little, selfish, greedy, competitive family groups vying for resources from one another whilst the nation burns. But anyway, here it is. Your tribe has a friend in me. I will defend your liberty and liberated be as I transcend my want to hold thee. Though some nights I may take my rest in foreign fields, I will return my spirit blessed and justify my quest just to behold thee. Let me be your shield and you my crest. Let no man stoop to steal or seek to own thee. For woman be the source of love for all who dwell in these stars above. Let no man have the courage to unthrone thee. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like if this was like the 1800s or something, if it was that kind of crowd, like a crowd of people from the 1800s, which you wouldn't normally encounter in a poetry club in the 21st century, that probably would have gone down really well. Yeah, I used to be street. The one before that was a bit more modern. It's called Media Hack. What could be seedier than a sinister media feeding you lies and deceiving you, misleading you into believing her? After phone taps, let's freely attack media hacks. Hack off a limb like wielding an axe. No, I won't relax. My compassion is tapped. You can ride bare screaming or lie there bleeding and buy back your leg when I get my privacy back. And if that's intact, when it's reattached, you'll be limping for cabs and easily tackleable after the fact. If you think that I think that you're after the facts and you're dafter than that, there's no BAFTA for bullshit, you dastardly rat. Yeah, and then I'll do what? Can I do one more? I'll do one more. And I'm not going to deviate from my plan of reverse chronology. I'm sticking to it. So I wrote one a couple of weeks before that, and I'm going to close with it. It's sort of about addiction. Those with no hope resort to smoke dope. That's horse and not soap, withdrawals and no joke. Those with no dope resort to hemp rope and smoke till they choke on the token they toke. The port of last call is to take for their scores. They're aching and sore without break-ins and whorings and making false calls and taking in confidence, breaking all laws without taking a pause. They'd be shaking and sore with no help forthcoming, breaking down doors. Many an addict will end up inside, going out of his mind, short-sighted and blind, and devoid of all hope, take last rest and resort to abuse the same rope for his final support. But with hope, you are never resigned to this fate. It is never too hard. It is never too late. And if this bright future is contained in a word, then in hope there is truth, and the truth is absurd. Thank you. Good night.